Ole, ole, ole. Ole, ole. Ole, 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 ole. Ole, oh, Father mocking ole. That is my tribute and congratulations to Sami Zayn. Hours before Raw, I was tweeting about the John Cena U.S. Open Challenge, just thinking, okay, like, who have we not seen him fight for this Open Challenge? They've been doing a good job, putting just, good matchups together of guys we may have not normally seen Cena fight in the past, the Stardusts and the Nevilles and things like that. And I was like, well, maybe Luke Harper, my boy Luke Harper, it'd be a great match there. And people were saying, well, they're in Montreal. What about Sami Zayn? Wouldn't that be big? Sami Zayn. And I didn't even respond to it, but I just kind of was like, yeah, it would be great, but just didn't think we would see it. Did not think we would see Sami Zayn. And I was wrong. And boy, oh boy, that ovation there in Montreal shook the building, shook the TV, comparable to years ago. Remember years ago, before Brett had reconciled with WWE, and they played Brett's music there in Montreal, and people exploded, and it turned out it wasn't even Brett. That was kind of the rumbling I felt. What a match. And the shoulder injury was legit. I knew that watching the match. Some people watching the match thought that it was something like, to set up sympathy or to set up more of an underdog role for Sami Zayn. No, that was legit. The WWE would not orchestrate and choreograph and work a shoulder injury and a quote-unquote, kind of match stoppage there from him, or at least a match timeout, for a guy debuting on the main roster who they're trying to, obviously get over, impress the audience, for those in the audience that don't know who he is, which seemed like there was nobody. WWE's trying to keep momentum, they're not going to book an injury like that in an opening match for a guy's career. So I knew it was legit. You could tell it was legit. You could tell it was legit when he went to start up again with Cena. There was like an awkwardness. They were trying to figure out where they're going to jump in the match. What could he do? Cena there was a lot of communication if you go back and watch closely. But they picked it back up, and the match picked back up. It had a nice pace. They jumped right back into it. And I'll tell you what, Sami Zayn obviously has nothing to be ashamed of. A great match. It was overall a really solid Raw, which we'll talk about over the next hour. But a great match. And I know there are some Sami Zayn, and this is what kind of sums up the worst of wrestling fans. And there's only a few, I like to think. But this is what sums it up. A great story. A big Raw in Montreal. Good Raw, John Cena, Open Challenge, and they send out Sami Zayn. They could have sent out, Luke Harper or just somebody regular on the roster, but they got creative, and they sent out all y'all's boy Sami Zayn. And he had a great showing. He ain't going to win the match. Come on, John Cena's the champion. John Cena's going to the pay-per-view to fight Rusev. He's not winning the match. So all you should be able to hope for is just a good showing. And then when Sami Zayn lost, there are actually some Sami Zayn fans online giving me that same old buried crap. And Cena this and Cena that. And acted like as if Cena lobbied in the meeting to say, well, if I'm fighting him, I'm definitely winning. Are you kidding me? Cena had to win, and Cena gave that kid more than he normally gives anybody. Cena let Sami Zayn kick out of the AA. Let me give you that one more again. Cena let Sami Zayn kick out of the AA. That's something that, guys like, The Rock have done. You know what I'm saying? That was a great showing. Cena gave Sami Zayn a whole lot. Yeah, come on back over here. He gave Sami Zayn a whole lot, and Sami Zayn fans need to be happy with it. Sami Zayn needs to be happy with it, but WWE needs to be happy with it. What a match. What a show. I'm fired up for it. We'll talk more about it. 412-320-7925. Main event has changed. Lana's getting closer to breaking out of her shell. And Justin Bieber, he could have been at last year's SummerSlam teaming with John Cena. Oh. I'm going to get fired up. We got so much to talk about. TribLIVE Radio.